Matt Gaetz comes on my show a couple of days ago, and he says there's 5 assassination teams targeting Trump. 5 assassination teams, 3 of which have foreign ties. I think we know one of them already, and then 2 of which are domestic. What people need to understand is the bounty and the 5 assassination teams are tied. It's like they're actually competing for this bounty. Donald Trump's very life is on the line, and every time he goes up to speak now, he has to stand behind what I call leftist glass because they keep trying to kill him.
He's a brave man, I must say, whatever you think of Trump. He doesn't need this.
Meanwhile,
he says is the opposite. It's just another lie. Like, how did we get here? Let's extinguish him for good. We have an answer. We have a remarkably talented candidate who is sincere, who's pragmatic, who's open. Let's just get it done.
Then he just wouldn't go. He was like a bug. He just kept being there. He was like a bug right there. So you felt...
Let's extinguish him for good. Let's extinguish him for good. Let's extinguish him for good. Let's extinguish him for good.
This isn't normal. I don't care by what stretch of the imagination you can think about. None of this is normal. This is absolutely nuts. All across the world, it seems, everybody wants to take Trump out. And I don't mean out of the race. I mean, like she just said, eliminate him for good. Get rid of him. We are in such a precarious situation right now. I don't think enough Americans are paying attention, and obviously not enough Americans actually care. It's a joke. Who cares? If he's gone, so what? Oh, it makes good television. This thing is about to explode. Now, we know of 2 very visible attempts. One, obviously, in Butler, Pennsylvania. The other with the guy crawling around in the bushes in West Palm Beach. But do you know there have been multiple attempts to take out Trump? And you'd think at this point the Democrats would pull back and say, you know what, maybe we should shut up. Maybe we shouldn't egg these people on. Well, in fact, what are they doing? They're doing it more. They've amplified it. They've accelerated it. They know at this point she can't win. Kamala Harris cannot win. I've been telling you guys for months. It's in landslide territory. There is no way she can win a legal presidential race. Her campaign is in free fall. It's over. It's absolutely over. I'm telling you today, it's over. Barring cheating and barring them putting a bullet in his head. Other than that, they have no options. They're done. Trust me, I'm telling you that. But the possibility of what they're trying to do in coordination with other countries is absolutely mind-bogglingly sick. And most people don't want to talk about it because I don't know why they won't talk about it. This should be the front page news all the time on every station, Fox including. Hey, listen, we're in danger. We're in danger. I got to show you something that Trump posted himself. And that way you can actually get a grasp of this yourself. He posted this on Truth Social, obviously, and it was a press release. And it says, President Trump was briefed earlier today by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence regarding real and specific threats from Iran to assassinate him in an effort to destabilize and sow chaos in the United States, i.e. help start World War III, which we all know they want. Intelligence officials have identified that these continued and coordinated, notice that wording, continued. He's under constant threat. They are continuing to coordinate attacks. They have heightened in the past few months, and law enforcement officials across all agencies are working to ensure President Trump is protected and the election is free from interference. Make no mistake, the terror regime in Iran loves the weakness of Kamala Harris and is terrified of the strength and resolve of President Trump. He will let nothing stop him or get in his way to fight for the American people and to make America great again.
Speaking to, quote, real and specific threats on his life by Iran. He did that today in battleground North Carolina just moments ago. He says that he believes, based on the briefing he got last night from U.S. intelligence officials, that they will try to strike again.
Meanwhile, we have the president of Iran in our country this week. We have large security forces guarding him, and yet they're threatening our former president and the leading candidate to become the next president of the United States. Certainly a strange set of circumstances. Around the world, our enemies are desperate to prevent Donald Trump from returning to the White House because they know I will make America great again. They don't want that. But if I were the president, I would inform the threatening country, in this case Iran, that if you do anything to harm this person, we are going to blow your largest cities and the country itself to smithereens. We're going to blow it to smithereens. You can't do that.
Listen to me. Trump is being hunted by professionals who know exactly what they're doing. And because I hate teases, is the Secret Service compromised? Now, I know you say, well, Dan, you brought that up last week. Is there a mole, whether intentional or unintentional, in the Secret Service? I'll talk about that. But someone, let's just say who can be trusted, I spoke to last week at the end of the week, has informed me that their communication system for the Secret Service may be almost entirely compromised. In other words, people trying to hunt and kill Donald Trump may know more about what Donald Trump is doing than Donald Trump is doing. Folks, we got a serious problem. And the problem is the people in charge of the Secret Service right now are not serious people. The people at the top are too busy trying to cover up their own role in the substandard security plan for President Trump. Nothing is going to change. We are in real trouble. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not trying to panic anyone. I'm trying to tell you this isn't over. You thought it was over after the first one? We had the second one. You thought it was over after the second one? Folks, there's more. He is being hunted right now.
Donald Trump is being hunted. Understand what he just said, and what everybody has been saying at this point is that this man is being hunted. They don't want to defeat him because they know now that they can't defeat him. So the only thing they can do is to take him out. I'm going to show you some recent tweets. This was actually put out there by Donald Trump himself. Big threats on my life by Iran. The entire U.S. military is watching and waiting. Moves were already made by Iran that didn't work out. He just confirmed. He just confirmed. By the way, let me scroll down to the date so you guys can see this. This was this morning at nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, moves are already been made by Iran that didn't work out. There have been other continued attempts on this man's life. Not many people know this. It's scary. But they will try again. He's certain of it because obviously his security people have told him. Not a good situation for anyone. I am surrounded by more men, guns, and weapons than I've ever seen before. So those of you who are wondering, hey, listen, he needs more security. He's got the security. How they're being placed, we don't know. We remember we saw him these guys get off the plane like they were SEAL Team 6. There is extra security there, but we don't know what the threat may be. The fact that he needs basically an army surrounding him at this point is extremely scary. Dan Bongino said, I'm not looking to scare you. Yeah, you should be scared. You should be afraid. And you should turn that fear into absolute anger. And that anger should be righteous and be out there telling everybody, this is BS. You can't laugh at it. You can't have these people saying eliminate him, exterminate him. He's a bug. This is absurd. They are looking to kill this man. And people are laughing it off in audiences like it's no big deal. I've been sounding the alarm. I've been telling you, tell this to everybody. Why everybody? Because not many people are hearing it. Not many people are seeing it, especially those people in the middle. Those people in the middle, those independents need to know right now. Listen, this is so friggin' bad. The Democrats are trying to take this man out. I'm pretty sure that would sway some people going, our government's involved in this crap? Yes. Let them know. I've seen many of you on Twitter, and I'm like, yes, the little army is out there working, letting people know, sharing stories, sharing videos. We got to do it. We have to help save this man. He goes on, thank you to Congress for unanimously approving far more money to Secret Service. No votes, strictly bipartisan. They all agreed, give him more money. Nice to see Republicans and Democrats come together on something. An attack on a former president is a death wish for the attacker. Notice he put death wish in capital letters. Anybody have any idea why he may have put death wish in capital letters? Some of you guys may be, about the same age at me, and you're probably wondering, death wish. Wasn't that a movie with Charles Bronson? What happened in that movie with Charles Bronson and Death Wish? Pretty much the hunter became the hunted, which tells me that Trump isn't sitting back and letting this stuff happen, that there are operations going on that we will never know about to take out the bad guys as well. And here he is getting ready to take a speech at a manufacturing site, and we've got people going crazy. This was posted by Senator Josh Hawley. A whistleblower tells me the Secret Service denied the Trump campaign the resources and manpower for a rally in Wisconsin. That contradicts Rowe, the acting director, who said Trump, Harris, and Biden were all getting the same protection. Harris held a Wisconsin rally last week. Now we find out Trump can't even hold a rally in Wisconsin because they're like, hey, we can't protect you, bro. Sorry, shit might happen. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable that you're saying you cannot protect the president. Or former president, as you like to say. So are you saying that if Dementia Joe was going to go do something in Iowa or go to The View, you couldn't protect him? Are you admitting to the world that you cannot protect our assets? That is absolutely sick. Absolutely. This one, if what Dan Bongino said to you doesn't scare you, check out this one. For those questioning Trump's tweet earlier on Threads, which I just showed you, I'm going to go ahead and release this. According to my sources, the Iran-made anti-air weapon systems in the United States. So Iran has anti-air weapon systems in the United States, now threatening Trump, have a 5-kilometer horizontal range, about 4 miles. A 4,000 meter altitude capacity. So that's in excess of 12,000 feet. So he's going to have to fly high. 1.4 kilogram warhead with fragmentation and a 360-degree IR scanning homing system to guide themselves into the aircraft. These things are man-made portable. You can just drive up, easily carried in a car or a pickup truck. Some of you will know these specs and you will know exactly what weapon system this is. These are, let me just raise this up, these are multiple units of this already in the hands of kill teams. The threat against Trump is real. He's right to exercise extreme caution and protective measures. How many times does Trump have to dodge a bullet or a missile, because maybe some of these missiles have been fired, before you believe him when he says he's being threatened again? And people are down here saying, maybe it's not just foreign teams. I'm not going to even touch that because I can't here, which is another reason why I've got to take certain inside videos off platforms. We need to talk about this, and we need to talk about it immediately. Let me continue here. Chuck Colesto says, shock report, Trump would-be, can't say the word here, Ryan Routh had a memo that detailed President Trump's schedule all the way through October. I brought that up when it first came out. I do all Trump's events, every single event that gets posted. How did this guy know what Trump's events were going to be through October? Something is going on, and it's nefarious, and it's absolutely treasonous. Bo Loudon's, and this is what we have to care for. That was a lucky one. Maybe not that lucky. Maybe right up there. Thank you. Keep praying for Trump. Share this to make it go viral. That's when he looked up to this guy and said, thank you, God, for saving my life. Because that's what it's going to take at this point. It's going to take the complete overwatch of Trump right now by God and God's hand and the armor of God to keep this man safe. I don't know what else to tell you. Throw every poll out the window. Ignore the polls. This action and what these people are trying to do wouldn't be happening if she had any chance of actually winning. You are watching a shell game. You're looking at, what's that, 3-card Monty. It's all an illusion. I've been saying it over and over and over again. Let me shake you. You're being lied to. She can't win. It's over. Done. Forget the polls. Everything you see on the media is BS. They're trying to kill her opponent. Every time he does one of these speeches, he's coming out and say, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that because she can't do it. We're ready to go. They know it. She can't. She's going to have to fly down to the border, on Friday and make a quick appearance. Hey, I was there. Well, do something. Nope, she can't do anything. It's all BS. We got 40-something days left to get this man to the finish line. And then we're going to have to take another 45 or 60 days to get him inaugurated. This isn't, like Dan Bongino said, this isn't over by a long shot. We don't have to get him into the, elected. We have to get him inaugurated. So you're looking at mid-January. This stuff is going to continue, and it may even escalate. If I were Trump, once I got elected, I'd take off to a bunker someplace. I was like, nope, I'm done. I'll come out and give my congratulations speech. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you in January. See you? Bye. Okay, I'm done. And then just wait. Get out of the public view. Every once in a while, step out and go wave, kiss a baby, do whatever you need to do, and get back in a bunker. They are going to come after him with everything they got, and the only thing stopping them from meeting their goal is God and you talking about it. Expose everything. Everything. Please, I beg of you, spread the word. People need to know it's being suppressed in so many different places because they don't want the normies to know what's going on. I bet you if you try to share this video on Facebook, Facebook may go, nope, can't do it. Sorry. Misinformation. No, it's not. No, it's not. The Secret Service have said, Trump himself have confirmed, they are trying to take him out. We need to let people know this is what's going on in this government. This is what Dementia Joe and Kamala are trying to do, because if they weren't, if you were a person with heart, knowing this is a man, a business owner, a husband, a father, a grandfather, you would walk out as the president and say, enough. Enough. Not while I'm still in office, Dementia Joe could say. We are not going to accept this. We are going to have a fair and open election, and anybody that I hear of that's talking like this or aiding and abetting, you're going right to Gitmo. Period. Kamala Harris, you want to see your poll numbers go up? Maybe I shouldn't tell you. You should do the same thing. I stand firmly with Americans. We are not going to allow this in our presidential elections. There is no place for it. I agree with Dementia Joe. You talk like this, we hear anybody talking about exterminate, eliminate, eradicate, you're going to Gitmo. Done. But they won't do it. They won't do it because they don't care and they prefer it. There's no other reason. I'm hot about it. I'm sure you're hot about it. I'm sure any real American would be hot about it. So why isn't the vice president and the president of the United States hot about it? Why aren't they out there saying, knock it off? Give this man a complete squadron if he needs it. Give him SEAL Team 6 if he needs it. But they don't. They go on The View and they say stupid stuff. And Kamala keeps tweeting over and over and over, lie after lie after lie. They know what you should know. They know this thing is done. Over, kaput. The only way she can win at this point is for someone to grace her with his casket. And then, if that were to happen, Katie bar the door. Katie bar the door, shit's gonna hit the fan 6 ways from Sunday. You know it, and I know it, and they know it.